Hi everyone, it's Sarah here. I just thought I'd do a video just to give you a few pointers as we kick off the exciting phase that we're entering with the team coaching sessions. I know you're still madly working away on assessment 1, which is due on Monday, and we've already got quite a lot of assessments already in, which is just fabulous. So I just thought I'd touch base with a few things for you to make things a little bit easier as you embark in your group work together. So firstly, on Friday you will have seen we've announced our initiative for some team coaching sessions with your ELA. Have a look at the video we've got here. It's great fun, and it should just give you some really good strategies and insights on how we can help you effectively work in your teams really collaboratively. And there's been some wonderful discussions going on in the Week 2 forum, particularly around group work and some ideas and so forth too. So when you, in terms of getting yourself into a team, if you're not already into a team, you need to jump into your group wiki, which is over here. So I'll just open up one of these learning groups. Your page will look a little bit different, I know, but this is where you find your group wiki. So we're going into the Group 7 wiki, and this is where you will, so this page here is where you will allocate yourself to a team. So you've probably been having some discussions with people already, and this is where you go and record your name. And this helps your ELA as well too, to know who's in a team and who isn't. So you need to find 4 other people, so you have a team of 5 of you. A couple of really good resources about working in teams and how to work on with wikis and so forth as well is here too. So the idea is that you'll put yourself into a team here. You'll use this Edit Wiki Content button to jump into this field and put yourself into a team. Enter your email address that's most appropriate. So it could be a personal one or one with a student number as such here too. So see if you can work through that. And this group's filling up really nicely, which is fabulous. And then what will happen? So for those people who haven't put themselves into a team, so we've still got a few spots. By mid next week, so that's week 4, so mid next week, 5 p.m. Wednesday the 3rd, your ELA will backfill the teams with any remaining students at that point in time. So that's a process that we can't always assure that we get right. So it's up to you, I think, as quickly as you can, get yourself into a team that you want to be within, and then your ELA will need to allocate you to a team otherwise if you haven't done that yourself. And your ELA will more than likely shoot you an email letting you know whose team you're in and who you're with and so forth as well. So you'll see with your ELA will have set up your group wiki like this. There should be a space for each team to chat to each other in, and there's a coaching sessions overview, a booking schedule for your team coaching sessions with your ELA, and I've just put in my wiki, which the ELAs are probably yet to do yet, a booking schedule for your own team meetings. So now, we thought you may like to have your own team meetings using Collaborate. So I've created a Collaborate room for each learning group. What you'll need to do using the Edit Wiki content is book yourself a time. So there's one for each learning group, but you've just got to be careful you don't overlap. So that's why I thought it'd be better to have a booking schedule so you don't jump into each other's sessions. So you might have an hour or whatever. Sorry, the formatting's funny, but you can find the links to your Collaborate room in the normal manner. I'll take you there in a second too. I've set each room up with 5 microphones, 1 video, because more than one will slow it down. You can upload some of your own documents in there too, like the team charter you might want to upload when you're chatting about that, and your proposal when you're getting to the finer nittier bits. Your sessions won't be recorded. It's really just a little too tricky to manage from an administrative point of view with so many groups as well. But I don't know that they'll add a lot of value when it's better that you need to look at doing your own notes and taking minutes and things like that. So if you haven't familiarised yourself with the group wiki yet, please do so. This is a very new page that will probably go up be set up by your ELA in the next 24 hours. But there's a really good overview here on the coaching sessions overview. So it tells you what you need to do for week 5, for week 7. The key is to come prepared as well too. And then here's your booking schedule for your team coaching sessions. So your ELA will have in there, this is where you book your 15-minute slot. So I've got a little Google Docs in here, and this will only be relevant for ELAs who have multiple groups. So more than anything, you'll find just a really simple, easy table for you to jump into and work through there as well too. So the Collaborate Links menu is filling up a bit, which is really the main motivation for moving into that, is for me doing this video, sorry. So if we jump into Collaborate Links now, I'll just show you what I've created today. I've tried to create several spaces for you so it makes all sense. So you'll have 4 different areas in here. The first one is where your normal Collaborate rooms will be, your normal sessions. So for example, we've got the Assessment 2 Collaborate sessions coming up next week. This is where you'll go and you'll find this. So you click on these links here. The recordings for all of your assessment sessions will be here. As you can see, you can look at them in MP3 or MP4 as well. Then you'll duck down to this one. So if we click in here, I wanted to make it quite different so you can work out there's one for your team meetings, one for your coaching sessions. Make sure you're going into the right one. So for your team meeting one, you can start using these anytime you like once you've got a booking schedule set up by your ELA. And to access your room, you just look for the one with your group number in it, and you click on it. And you go from there. So that should be quite straightforward for you. And then the other link I've created is for your team coaching sessions. So these are still to be created, and these will be active in anticipation for week 5. So for your team coaching session, you'll pick the one with your ELA name on it, as opposed to the learning group one when you're just going to have your own team meeting whenever you want to do that. Another thing too that's when you're trying to get in touch with each other, I know a few people are sort of trying to get in touch with each other on the discussion board. I thought I'd show you a good way to do that. So for example, if you look here for the team proposals, so we've got a few people chatting here to each other about getting into teams. And so a really good way to chat to somebody about your teamwork or approach them rather than putting something on the discussion board is to click on the email author button, which is this one here. So they don't have it in my posts, but I could email Elizabeth. She could email me, so it'll come up for me. So I could click on that by emailing her. Heidi, if I click on this, I will email Heidi. So you might like to use that in terms of approaching each other, and rather than putting something on the discussion board if you don't want to. By doing it on the discussion board, it's a fabulous idea to do it. But that email author is a really handy little tool for you to look at as well. Another quick thing to touch on. Today I've had a few queries from some of our ELAs with people having trouble accessing the links in the learning materials for your activities. So what I tend to do, my advice would always be, always have your e-text. So when you're going into your learning materials and you know there's some textbook reading you need to do, I would go straight into my e-text menu and I would open up my textbook. And then what I would do from there, so that's just taking a little bit of time to open up. Yep. The reason for this is sometimes when you go straight into the link from the learning materials, you get a message saying it's not available, or you have to put in your password, and I can't remember my password every time. So now I'm going back to the learning materials. Let's go to, for example, week 3. I think it's chapter 7 for planning. So here we are here, and we're in that Learn tab, and we go down. Okay, I want to find chapter 7. So up here you'll see we've got it's open. That was what I opened before, and this is now taking me here to chapter 7 instantly. So what can sometimes happen, I'll just show you if this works. I'm just going back into that week 3 material. So if you click on chapter 7, because I already had it open a moment ago. So generally it doesn't work. It does work, but it might ask you for prompts or passwords. That's just another tricky, easy way to get into it too. So next week too, once you've handed in your assessment, you'll be turning your mind more to preparing your response, getting all your teamwork sorted for assessment 2. So going back to, I'm back in our assessments menu. You just have a look here as to when your session is for next week. So we're looking at these here. So we've got sessions on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday next week. So jump into your session with your ELA. If you can't make it, there will be a recording, or if you have a clash that night, you can always go to another ELA session as well. But we do encourage you to be with your group and your teammates and your ELA, and that way you form a much more meaningful relationship with them. So I hope there's a couple of tips in there that you find helpful. Alrighty, thanks a lot guys, bye.